Salute to part 35 of my campaign as Rome on very hard difficulty in Total War, Rome 2, Rise of the Republic. We pick up with the defense of Aethalia, with Rome's access to iron dependent on this island. Repelling Aleria is an absolute must. Looking at the units here, I think the biggest problem for me is probably going to be these Etruscan hoplite mercenaries and potentially these archers. But also looking at these units, I did have to laugh a little bit that my ranged units have this level 2 armor, while most of my melee units do not. So we'll see how it goes. This is where we will find out if I have been overestimating my abilities to fight battles with the garrison. In any case, feel free to leave any kind of advice, comments, suggestions, strategies, tactics, tips, and or historical commentary below. Oh, I think they have a 2 unit of archers. I didn't see this one here, and I think the general or the admiral of their fleet was also an archer unit. That could pose a problem. Get a little sip of beer in before combat ensues. All right, what do we have here? I think this is just going to be their cavalry. Cool. Hopefully they will just charge right on in. So, let's go ahead and get the Centuriae formed up here. And as Centuriae, bring them in like so, more or less. Levies. Ah, they're all levies. Okay. I don't know why. I was thinking some of them might be slingers. And none of them are. For better or for worse. Alright, let's get it started.
How did such a
enemy reinforcements.
There's the reinforcements. With this many coming in, I'm anticipating that they're going to be landing along the beach here. And then coming in this way.
We'll have to kill them.
I don't think I have fought a battle here that is primarily naval based. So we will see which path the units decide to take. Land-based armies seem to prefer this route. So if the naval units take the same route, I guess we will find out.
Spears! Melee troops, your orders?
And if the cavalry comes in quick enough,
Spearmen, ready for orders?
I can bring in this unit of Centuriae around so we can get some flanking attacks on the cavalry. Let's go and speed it up a little bit. Not too far though. Alright, let's go ahead and send them into the hoplite wall. Bring up this unit a little bit, but I don't want to completely give them the order to come around here, because it might mess up the pathfinding of the AI here. Alright, let's go and bring them around. Go and get them engaged as well. And let's see if we can get rid of this cavalry before we have to confront the naval units. Go ahead and push a little more. Let's bring these guys in. Speed it up a little bit. As long as we can kill that general, that'll work well for us. I'm not going to bother putting these guys into hoplite mode. Let's take care of this cavalry unit. Let's see if we can find their general. I think this is him. Because that is the unit without a helmet, which is unusual. So I think that's him. Take him down. Take him down. And their units are starting to make landfall, so we need to pick this up a little bit. Let's keep the pressure going.
The enemy general is
There we go. And the helmetless unit is gone, so I'm pretty sure that was him. Alright, all we need to do then is get them to rout. Then we can bring these guys back around. We can speed it up now. Great. Alright, cool. So let's go ahead and get those guys to reform, take them out of Hoplite Wall, and since they are closer to this section here, we'll go and force them around. Bring these guys here, and they can form up. Alright, so they've got slingers. I think those were more slingers. There are some of their archers. I think I might try to save some of my, probably 2 of my levies to try to deal with their archers. The slingers are just gonna have to, they're gonna have to wait. I could probably, potentially, depending on how they want to come in, it looks like they might be following the same path here. So the slingers are taking this avenue, which I'm not completely against. Because once as they get enough melee units in here, they're not going to be able to lob their missiles over their units without friendly fire.
Sons of Mars!
So, dedicating 2 units of levies to the archers. And maybe another 2 units of levies to the Etruscan hoplites. Alright, throw them up into hoplite wall. I don't think it really helps them. I mean, maybe the shield strength helps them with dealing with ranged attacks. Alright, let's pull these guys back a hair so that they're protected by the buildings a little better. And we're gonna have to just sit and take this fire, those rocks. Gonna have to just take it. Okay, these 2 units then are gonna flank around. Yeah, hopefully they're running those guys. But hopefully they're not moving too quickly.
General is under attack.
General is under attack. Alright, let's move him over here then. Let's see what they want to do with those guys. If they want to come around, which they might very well be, then I will just pelt them with some javelins. Those slingers are getting some pretty solid shots off. Let's turn these guys around. See if we can javelin these guys into oblivion. Those guys are gonna have to wait. And no, they're making contact. Okay. Bring these guys around. They're gonna have to hold that line a little bit while the rest of these swordsmen come around.
Missile infantry ready! Missile infantry at your command! Forward! Commander! Orders! Your orders!
They're just sending everybody around. That's a
Missile
bit unusual. All right, let's bring these guys back.
Commander!
If they're gonna do that, let's move these guys out. I don't want to have them come all the way around. Let's put some pressure on these slingers because they're tearing apart my Conturier a bit too much. A bit too much. Let's bring these levies around so they can get some shots off onto these guys.
Melee infantry! Spears! Levies! Quick march, Commander! Advance and speed! Ready and waiting! Position!
Alright, the archers are getting some shots off onto my general's unit. There's not really much I can do about that right now. Unfortunately, those swordsmen, you know what? Actually, I'm going to bring out my levies here. These swordsmen are going to come loop around and attack whoever needs to be attacked over here. While these levies come around and keep pressure on them.
Orders! Fire on the enemies! At speed! Jupiter gives us
But only one of them. I'm going to have the other unit of levies come around over here. Swordsmen, come around this way.
Ready for orders! At the double! Levies! Take orders!
And take some shots on those guys. Yes. There we go. Okay. So, they're going to have to hold there.
Levies! And now! Fire on the enemy! Your orders!
Swordsmen, let's put some pressure on these guys here. Let's bring the general around. That way, if they push their ranged units off this way, the general can intercept them.
Levies! Fire on the enemy!
Very good. All right.
Orders! Brave Romans to a man! Your orders! Fire! Ready and waiting!
Now, we'll bring this unit of swordsmen around to lend some support to our Conturier, which are taking a bit of a beating.
Melee troops! Swords! Levies! Sons of
And they have broken entirely. Let's bring these guys back a little bit.
melee troops awaiting orders!
See if we can intercept them with our swordsmen here. Ooh, who did we catch? We caught the bowman. Very good.
Levies! Levies! Ready for orders!
All right, let's get some javelin shots onto these hoplites here.
Used all its ammunition.
Levies!
Okay, these guys have used all their ammo. So, dang, that sucks. I don't know who I was wasting it on. Probably these guys. These guys are going to have to get invested into some melee combat. Oh, and our swordsmen are going to break here.
Jupiter gives us
They can break the archers at the same
One of our
time.
units has used all its ammunition.
That will be best.
Levies! Quick, ready!
Okay, let's get a charge off on these hoplites.
At your service!
Oh, and I am out of javelins.
Swords!
Ooh, good. All right, come on, keep the pressure up. Keep the pressure up.
Levies!
If I can have these guys chase around those slingers, that would probably be for the best.
Swords! Levies!
And let's swarm those hoplites.
Our men flee the field
Alright,
of
so they've
battle.
broken.
This is a shameful display.
If I can tie up those archers.
Advance! Missile infantry at your command! I'm at the double!
Okay, so no, they're not tied up. These guys are they're gonna have to cut through them. There we go. All right, so swordsmen, come around, please.
Our men flee the field of battle. This is a
Oh,
shameful
dang.
display.
Okay, that's not good.
Melee ready!
These swordsmen then, we need to tie them up. Levies, let's hit those guys. Let's get them involved in the combat. Okay, so the archers are tied up into melee, which is as good as I can get. These, okay, so these are the other bowmen then. So they are the next biggest threat, I think. Though these spearmen seem to be just surrounding my swordsmen and probably just going to cut them down. I don't think I'm going to walk away with the victory here. So it turns out I did overestimate my abilities with the garrison here. But we're putting up a hell of a fight. And I do have the 4th Legion probably 2 turns away.
Our men flee the field of battle. This is a shameful display.
Let's see if we can bring these levies around a little more. Let's see, they have a little more. Okay, good. I want them to come around. Those spearmen come around this way. See if I can hit these guys.
Our men flee the field of battle.
Dang. Okay.
This is a shameful display.
Not bad, but not great. Well, actually, these units did fairly well. Almost all of them got over 100. It was these 2 that didn't. That's too bad. It's also too bad I kind of wasted some of the javelins on units that were already running away. But I was able to take down that unit of hoplites. Those bowmen did not take any damage, it looks like. Unfortunately. And a bit of friendly fires. Let's see, that would be 30, almost 40 units of friendly fire. Oops. Alright, what do we have here? Oh man, we only killed 3 of those units. I'm kind of surprised. Those guys, man, 8. And they're walking away still there. Well, so be it. We're going to have to go back and retake it with the 4th Legion, which should not be too much of an issue. Increase in rank, very good. Rebellion imminent. Oh, goodness. Celebration of Aethalia. 7 days in April. This is the length of Aethalia, the festival in honor of our beloved Ceres. To ensure her benevolence, we celebrate in a fashion worthy of her divine stature. Each night, we perform the ritual whereby torches are attached to the tails of foxes and they are allowed to run about, symbolically cleansing the growing crops. Votive games are also held, and there are female dancers dressed in all white. As you might expect, plenty of wine accompanies it all. Plus 10 loyalty for all political parties. Woohoo! Alright, I very much like that. 7 food, plus 3 growth per turn, and plus 5 public order for all provinces. Alright. Some loyalty for the parties. Hey, look at that. Strange looking at that party in the positive. Well, let's see if I can go ahead and send a gift. Very good. Let's go ahead and use her. Send gift. Alright. It was a bit of money, but it was well worth it. Okay. Oh man, it is not imminent. Despite what that announcement told us. Because they are in the green. Let's use a little bit of money to convert that over, and let's move this army. Let's see here. How does the garrison look here? Fafluna, 13 total. And I will not be able to make a landfall. So let's bring this legion over to Fafluna. They can hang out there. That way, the Tarquini that are coming in cannot take it, although I doubt their ability to do so. And the Alerian forces here are not able to reach Watluna, so we'll go ahead and leave it at that. Nor are they able to get back to Mantinon, of which I'm going to have to convert those over. It'll take a couple turns.
What do you wish of me?
All of these guys, independent of one another, I can definitely take on. All combined as one. I might be able to do so with this army. I'm just going to wait probably until the following year. Spring of the following year. Alright, well, they are taken care of. This army here, the 2nd Legion. Oh, let's see here. Increase in rank. Go to bring that up. And I did see here. What can I bring in? Let's do extra wealth. And we'll leave it at that.
Our loyalty is yours. The soldiers of Mars guides your swords.
Alright, and we're going to be able to take these guys off of the map here. Very good. I'll take the wealth, please. Move them back into town. And unfortunately, I cannot recruit another unit of ballista. So we're going to have to kind of just settle with that. Okay, so with Alba Fucan secured, I'm curious to see if I can secure a peace with, not them. I went the Frentani.
Speak your terms. Give words
Moderate.
plentiful haste. Other business calls this day.
We'll try. No, I'm not going to give you money. So no peace.
I have been charged.
I would not have minded a peace with the Frentani so I can focus more so on taking down the Tarquini a bit more. But that will have to wait for another time. Alright, well, our armies, I think, are all in position here where I want them to be. I could actually give it another turn before I pull out our army here and then put them into ambush mode. See if we can draw in the Alari in either direction, whether it's from Aethalia or from Aleria itself, their capital. But I think that is going to have to do. Yes, it is. I think it is time to bring this spy around. There is an Etruscan army here that I would not mind keeping an eye on. But with this Gallic Confederation army here at Waisel,
My work is done for now.
that is a good enough barrier, I think. Next turn, we'll get her a little closer to Eguium. And this settlement looks pretty open. So it might be worth pushing out to the east a little more up there. But it may not be either, because I already have that town right there. Is it Eritum? It's a walled town. So a little bit better place to defend from. Here we go. That was a fairly large Etruscan army moving around. Okay. Ooh, research complete. Can convert over a couple of those dockyards now. A raid. Conflict of the orders. Grumbling plebs. Minus 7% wealth from agriculture, minus 7% wealth from industry, and minus 3 public order from all provinces. That's actually not too bad. Indifferent patricians, plus 1 loyalty for all political parties. That seems to be a very middle-of-the-road result, which I am largely okay with. Okay, let's go ahead and let's get an archive here. Let's also increase the amount of money that we can make from this settlement. The rest of these will have to wait, because I don't really have a whole lot of funds to throw around. Okay, let's also find our next technology that we're going to utilize. Yeah, distribution of Agripublicus for the tier 3 towns, so I can convert those over. And then from there, I think I'm going to try to focus on developing up our military as far as I can go. Alright, well, if I was developing the barracks, it has stopped, because I don't have iron anymore. And for this winter, that is the enemy transports. Let's see if I can set an ambush.
Romans heading out. Wait for the signal.
Public order is stable enough. Oh, but there's no garrison. Haha. Definitely not gonna do that. Not gonna just let them walk right in. 4th Legion. Let's get them onto their ships.
Patrols, keep your eyes peeled.
And let's get them on land.
Blockade the enemy fleet. All out, but be ready.
Good enough. So, whether that pulls this transport back in, or if they decide to try to, well, they're not going to come over here to Mantinon. There we go. I highly doubt it, since Spurious is still there, in force, fully visible. Hopefully they did not. They did tear it down. That's unfortunate. Gonna have to upgrade all of that again. Public order here is balancing out, which is sorely needed. And there was a larger Tarquini army that was moving around here, but it did not settle. At least not inside of town.
They will never see me.
So, anyway, I'll keep that spy there. Keep an eye on these two towns. The garrisons are actually fairly solid. At least more solid than they typically are. But they're all light. So I could potentially move out with this legion as it is. But the defense here is going to be much easier. Coming through this pass, it's only really one direction that they can come from. Yeah. I'll leave them there.
We serve without question.
And then, pretty much, I think, once as I take Aleria itself, take their capital away from them, they are... I don't quite want to say that they're going to be broken. But it does not look like they have too many forces outside of the ones that I see now. I don't think they have any forces garrisoned up in the southern part of the island. So I might be able to just push through and take the whole of the island. Alright, they decided not to go... Ooh, a triumph. Who is this for? I hesitate to think it's going to be for Spurious. As he has not really accomplished much. My guess is that it's going to be for whichever general has been facing up against the Frentani. That armor, I really don't think that's for this time period yet. No, look at those. Those are cohorts, I think. Or legionaries. I mean, they look cool, but that's not what my units look like right now. Alright, disruption, subversion, increase in rank for the spy. All very good. Triumph, conqueror, Spurious. Ah, okay, so the family leader. Yep. The guy that's been facing up against the Frentani. Oh man. His triumph, which is +4 public order per turn, is not... Oh, okay. It is helping. But public order is still in the red. And it's going down. Okay, Corsica is encouraged. Let's go ahead and push back, take back Aethalia. I do not think we're going to have to fight this one out personally. We'll go ahead and auto-resolve it. There's a potential that I could have done better than the auto-resolve, but I will just take it as is. Now. Yep, I'll go ahead and just occupy it. The buildings that are there, I can easily just convert it. Ah, very good, and they weren't able to convert that one over. Let's get a temple, and let's get... I'll get a villa. Good enough for me. Now, with these guys, they seem to be starving. Somehow. I'm not quite sure why. These are their, I think, their only provinces left. This is going to tell me how many provinces they have. No. But I don't know where else they're going to be. And they're in positive food, so maybe they're bankrupt? I don't know. I don't know if that would cause attrition.
At your service.
Anyway, I could come out here and try to attack this army. Try to draw out all of their forces for a big battle. That could potentially just break them all. And then I can just walk right into Aleria and take it for mine. Alright, so some military traditions. Let's go in and get barbarian subjugators. Please and thank you. Let's go ahead and get some campaign movement range. Yeah, we'll get that veteran warrior. That'll be good. Albafukens. Let's upgrade these units. And it's not silver because I have to rebuild that building. I suppose. Okay, and was that it? Yeah, okay, so that's it as far as upgrading goes. We've got those chimneys back. Oh, okay. That's why I wasn't upgrading it. I still need weapons training. Which is... Okay. The next one I'm going to go for. I'll get Just War afterwards. Yeah. Cool. But that's for the future. For the time being... 4th Legion is going to chill inside here until we convert all of that over. Let's get public order and extra food. Those guys can hang out in there. It might be worth... let's see, what is the garrison doing here? Garrison is there. Could actually bring that up one more tier. I won't. Let's see. I don't really... At least I don't see any large armies nearby. Garrison should be at full health. They are. I am now tempted to bring the army just outside town here. Initiate the rebellion. The uprising. And figure out if it's going to be at Curies or at Albafukens. Let's see, we should be at, 5 provinces that we fully control between me and my client state. So I just need one more, which would potentially be Corsica.
How may I serve? How can I be of assistance?
Corsica, yeah, I do have... I've got the garrison. I could move out and try to draw out all of those armies into one, which would be the garrison, this army, and the garrison. I'm sorry, the garrison fleet, this fleet, the garrisoned army, and this army. So that would be 8, 17, 25, 35, 39 units against my 20. Could be a tall order. Let's see, they've got City Guard, Hoplites, These guys, Italian swordsmen. You know, I'm not too concerned about them. Their admiral is going to be heavier. That looks to be the same unit. Etruscan heavy hoplites. You know, would it even bring in? It may not bring in the fleets, since it would be a land battle. Let's push for it. This is transports, and they would not be able to attack. And even if they were, they'd be up against 11. Let's see what the balance of power says. Ooh. It says it is not in my favor, and it is bringing in... Okay, so it's not bringing in the garrison fleet, it's bringing in the fleet that is in port. I don't know, I think I can actually do it. Let's see, so, okay, so that's the garrison army. They have 3 units of citizen guard, and Etruscan hoplites, and Etruscan heavy hoplites. So that is 4 citizen guard, 1 unit of Etruscan hoplite mercenaries, and then 1, 2, 3, 4 units of the heavy hoplites. And then everyone else is pretty light. Difficult to say. I think it's doable. It's gonna be a hard fight, that's for sure. It's a walled town, so I really need to mop up all of these forces, although they are all going through attrition. So, I mean, the more I wait, the more they're gonna lose units. I don't know. I'm gonna have to sit back and think on it. I could push forward here and really take the attack to them, break them here, and then just take the island. Or I'll sit back a little bit, maybe 1 or 2 more turns, maybe take it in the fall, let them lose a few more units, and then I come in and mop them up. Anyway, I've got something to think upon. Feel free to contribute if you have anything to contribute. And I will pick this up next time. I will leave it here. Thanks for hanging out, everyone. And I will catch you in the next one.